For starters, I'm all for women making as much as a male when the theoretical equitable value of the work is the same. I mean, for instance, with instruments, a lot of the guitars manufacturing during World War II were done by the women in the country here. And so Martin guitars, I mean, those are made by the women, and they were and are the most valuable and desirable. Except the war models changed a lot, so that might be a little bit of a bad example. But the Gibsons, anyway, specifically to the J45, which has become renowned, the Bander J45s. And so, why men make more than women is a very simple thing. And I was just reading a post on YouTube about IKEA. And so, this lady was working. She has a child. She takes a year off leave. I've been with the company for 5 years. Works another 4 years. Has another child. Takes another leave. And applies for another position and all this other jazz. And the truth is, I mean, when you have a baby and the male is supporting the family, the male is always going to be there. There is no risk of the male getting pregnant again. And yet, the female actually takes a lot of leave off. The company, one, is expected to pay for the leave. They're expected to pay for insurance and all this other stuff. And so, when you say it like that, I sound like a jackass. However, imagine only hiring women. So you only hire females, and they all get pregnant at the same time. What's going to happen to the company? So the company would go out of business. There's nobody to work. Who's going to come and work? The males. So the fathers, they're the only ones that can go and work for the company, while the mother has to take care of the children for the next generation, and so on and so forth. So this is a big factor why men make more. And the truth is that you can get into hormones, biology, whatever. We can get judgmental. We're gonna piss a lot of people off. I probably already have. Don't fucking care. The point being that a lot of men get used. Look at middle-aged men, failed marriages. They're put into paying child support. Men want to have families too. Men tend to pick women for the long run. That's the truth of it. They want the kid, and they want the kid from you. While women have plenty of options. They're all competing for the same guy. Women compete for the same male. The male that is the alpha, that is successful, that is domineering, who knows what he wants in life. All the same guys. So all these women are competing with the same things, while men are competing for that Shakespearean fantasy that, doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. And so in society, the successful, the pursuance of women versus men or whatever, it's all pretty silly. However, if a man has a child and the marriage fails, that raise that he makes, that extra bit of money, goes to the female, the wife, who, in a majority statistically, he loses half of what he worked for to support the family, and that's fine because she gave her time too, right? Everybody gives their time, and if you fail in the marriage, be it the male or the female, I know it goes both ways, and we can always bicker at each other and point fingers at bad examples and good examples of each gender. It's just a female, single mothers, are always finding another partner. I'm not talking 4 or 5 different marriages, but a lot of the time, they end up finding somebody else. Women are in demand. Guys got penises, they gotta use them. Single fathers, I don't know from experience, I made responsible decisions with my personal body to not, disrespect the life that I'm creating. So I don't have children because I never found the right girl. However, those girls that I wanted to have families with, they have, some of them got married, other ones have families, others, they dated men after me, they dated men before me. I dated women before them and women after them. However, the emotions stuck around. Those are the women that I compare future women to. Those are the ones that I want. I want to get it right next time. Well, that doesn't happen. And so that's the difference. And that's why men make more. Is because 90% of the time the court does rule with the female in a divorce. And so the male, for the rest of his life, is basically put into debt and is expected to compensate. And the female, what's she gonna do? She's gonna go find another guy, another father figure for the child. And then the guy has to compete with that new father figure, and then she's getting double. So it's really disgusting. It really is to me anyway. That's why, one reason why I quit dating is because it's just the lack of self-awareness in society. It's just a huge lack of self-awareness. And if you are one of the few, one of the difference, people that actually do marry for life, whether or not you found some freak like me who fell and made a mistake or whatever and didn't get to stick it out for the long haul. It's just, you gotta recognize, Sunday night football happens whether or not there's a baby at home. Or is it Monday night football? I don't know, watch football well. But the games still happen because men are always there. That's why they get paid more, is because of reliability. The ability to expect it in the future. There is no unforeseens. And 99, I don't know, it's just a majority of it is hormones and reproducing. And so you make a baby in that moment, I guess. A lot of people do. I can explain that. Sure, I've been with a lot of women that I wanted to, but I thought through that moment and I considered all the factors, and I don't have a child because of it. Dominance and reproduction between the male and the female. It's typically at his forefront. However, I have been with women who thought they were pregnant, though I knew they weren't. Still wanted pregnancy tests and to get the morning after pill. And that's can be very insulting too. That'll really disappoint you.